Welcome to Crucial Con, Fiends, and Sworn Nation. Jimmy Coffin here for Coffin Comics. I'm very excited and super honored to be talking to. Up next, we have the president of Executive Replicas, Winston Dunlop. Let's bring him on right here. Boom. What's up, sir? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? How's everyone? How you doing?
Doing great. Super excited for this talk. I'd love to hear the updates from you on the action figures that you're putting out. The last one you did, the Lady Death Legacy, amazing. Loved it. Everyone loved it. So cool, so rad. It was so neat to see the whole process happen from beginning to actually having it in our hands. I got to say, Executive Replicas delivers, that's for sure.
Hey, well, that's what we try. We try our best. We try to go well and beyond.
Sworn. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. We got people who are joining us. We got Jason. Sworn. Yes. Thank you, man. Josh. What's up, brother? Yeah. Mr. Grimsley. Sworn Nation. Carmen. Yeah. Awesome. All right, cool. So I want to give folks an update on the last action figure, which was the Hell Witch.
Wow, look at that. Isn't she beautiful?
I want to ask you, who did the product photos? They're gorgeous.
Oh, Dave from Loose Collectibles. He did them.
Oh, okay. So the partners are Loose Collectibles. Man, amazing job on the photos. Just look at that, folks.
Yeah, man. I mean, I couldn't have picked anyone better. Those guys. He's the best. He's the best.
Oh, for sure. Oh. So where are we at with the action figures now? So everyone placed the pre-orders.
Right.
You've got the pre-orders. You put them into the factory now. What's the next step? What's going on?
Right now, they're creating the tooling, which should take about 45 days. And then after the tooling, they'll do some test castings. Brian will be sent the test castings for approval. And once that's done, then we go into the major production, which would take another 45 days.
Now, as we all know, there's craziness going on in the world.
Yes.
How has so is everything pretty much, all the timelines are kind of fluid depending on
right now it's they're trying to get back to some type of normalcy. Problem is so many boats sitting out on the water, and COVID is still hitting the places. There are people understaffed, and you couldn't predict this. You couldn't prepare for this. Productions have been done. Production times were on time, but because of the delivery and delays and boats sitting on the water and no boats going back to China, what happened in the factories didn't have the space to hold these productions once they were done. So now you would have to be billed for storage. And of course, during these times, everything goes up through the roof. And now before you know it, you're in the red. You get your product into the States, you pay everything off, and now all of a sudden, wait a minute, I'm in the red. So some productions had to be slowed down, and hopefully by the end of this year, early next year, they'll get back to a regular schedule on delivery. And then once that eases out and becomes normal, then production will go back to normal. But we're a little bit away from there.
Yeah, and I feel like with the Lady Death figure, it was the first time that happened. It was like, it was kind of a shock. And I think now maybe this time people understand a little bit better. And maybe it won't be so traumatic this time around when it's like, oh, what do you mean there's going to be a big, long lead time? They're like, well, I think the world understands it this time.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, as a collector, I want my figure now. I don't want it tomorrow. I don't want it a month. I want it now. Hey, I placed the order. I want it now. But I have to understand from the other side of things, it's out of our control. The manufacturers is out of the manufacturer's control because it's pretty much the shipping issue. So
many questions here. So all right, getting back to Hell Witch. So the design, I want to just talk about the design again. Who was it that, so it goes from, is it like an actual 3D sculpt on this Hell Witch that,
from my understanding, what Dave does, he does it in 3D first, then he prints it, and then cleans it up, paints it, and that's the product right there, the prototype.
Okay, yeah, and then each step of the way sends to Brian to approve.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, okay. I also wanted to ask you about this. How did you come up with and how whether there's any issues with creating the topless variant. I know it's like it's a magnet in there that tapes off the chest and then puts on the different.
I'm not sure if it's a magnet. I don't think it's a magnet. I think it's just the way it's form fitting. So it goes on. It's kind of like it pops on with friction and stays on, and then you have to just give it a little nudge and pull it off. But that's wild.
Yeah, that was really neat. That coming up with that variant or that version of it that you can just take it off and give it a real, truly, like epic fantasy type action figure.
The naughty version. The naughty version.
Yeah. Well, the naughty version.
Ryan wanted the naughty, so he got the naughty.
Oh, I guess with Hell Witch we say risque, so it's the risque version.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if there are any questions here of this one real quick. Okay, yeah, the pressure fit. Yep, that's right, Jason. Carmen's saying worth the wait. Heck yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's been amazing. Yeah, pretty crazy out there, but thank you for what you do. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah, I know you're very creative in the work you do. So I know you guys come up with a lot of creative ways to get around, the new issues. So we have 100% faith in you that you're going to take care of everything for us, and we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys must have it. Yep. All right, yeah. So I'm just enjoying the box art back here, and so we did Hell Witch, and we have 3 other figures here. What can you tell us about these ones? We've got Chaotica, Lady Satanas, and La Muerta.
Well, the La Muerta, the 6-inch La Muerta will be offered right after maybe the 12-inch deluxe set. Once that arrives in the States, we're going to offer out the 6-inch La Muerta and probably offer out one of the other figures as well.
And so with Hell Witch, we waited, or was it just because it was the first time doing this? You waited till this one arrived, got into people's hands, and then we sold it? Or are we gonna? Well, is that still how we're gonna do it? Or
well, on the Lady Death, that was our first 6-inch figure we've ever done. Normally we do statues and 12-inch action figures. I've always wanted the 6-inch, and I'm a big fan of Marvel Legends, so I wanted to do the 6-inch, and we decided to do it. It's if I want to do something, if I want something in my collection, and I think I could do it, and there are other collectors that agree with me that want it, I'm going to try to do it.
Yeah, you were mentioning you do this for the love of it, and you got into this business because you just loved collectibles and you love this. What can you say about that?
No, I'm a huge collector. I mean, I have a huge collection of Marvel 12-inch and 6-inch figures, and the reason I got into business was because as a collector, there were certain things that I wanted that they weren't making, or if they did make them, they didn't make them good quality. So I said, either I'm going to do that, I'm going to go get the license and do it, or I'm going to get the license after they're finished and do a better job. So 15 years later, here we are.
That's awesome. I love it. All right. That's cool. I'd love to see that the Coffin verse is growing. We're going to have more 6-inch. So the Legacy series is going to grow, and it's going to be, and I'm assuming there might even be more after this with the success of this so far. So can't wait to see what's coming up in the future.
Yeah.
And currently right now we have, let me jump over here. Speaking of La Muerta, we've got the, boom. And what do we call this? This is the La Muerta Dark Reaper 1/6 scale super deluxe killer figure set. And
that
amazing.
Monty Moore, I got a bone to pick with you, sir. When I see you, I have a bone to pick with you. So that this whole thing started. Brian sent me a picture, and it was the Monty Moore art piece that he did.
The Dark Reaper, right?
Yes.
Here, right?
And I saw that, and I was like, "Damn, that's awesome." And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Man." So put it to the side. I'm doing 12-inch figures with Brian, and this thing keeps harping on me and harping on me. So you know what? I'm going to do a statue of that. I started looking at it and it's like, you know what? If I did a statue of that, it wouldn't do it justice. I'm an action figure guy. I do have statues in my collection. I do statues, but I'm an action figure guy. I grew up with the G.I. Joe 12 inches in the 60s and 70s, and those with the play sets was incredible. So I'm with that, but I do like the 1/12 scale as well. So this thing kept harping on me. I said, you know what? I'm going to try to do this as an action figure deluxe set. People telling me, you're crazy. Don't do that. Nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to understand why you would do that, because to get posable skeletons isn't that easy. So 6 months go by, a year go by, and I'm talking to this person, talking to that person. I said, listen, I want to do this. I want to do this. Let's do this. And they're like, why? I was like, because I have to. I have to. It's haunting me. I have to have this I have to have this on my shelf. So, and I got the factory. We did the prototype. We went back and did many revisions. And the pictures that you see now are the approved images. And I am completely happy with this piece.
Yeah, they nailed it. Oh man, just looking at the original art to this photo, holy cow. See, I was confused too. Okay, so that's interesting. So you said you were originally going to do this as a statue, because Brian kept calling this a statue, and then when we got it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not a statue. She's in different poses. Like this is that. These are the what do you call it? This is the
seamless bodies.
Yeah, seamless body, the TBL seamless bodies. Yeah, I'm like, wow, that is cool. So you did something like this like 5-6 years ago for La Muerta?
Yeah, we did her first action figure, and she had just really came out. And I saw that piece. I was like, Brian, we got to do this. He goes, you sure? She just came out, action figure. I said, no, we got to do this. And we did it. She sold out. Now you try to get that first figure. You're going to pay $800 to $1,000 to get that figure now. So, I was happy with that one as well.
Yeah, this is a whole new, different. So I was going to say, comparing it to what that first one to this one, like especially, well, obviously get the diorama, get the extra skeletons, and like the outfits totally different. And looks like it's even like this photo here shows like it almost looks like real leather in there that she's wearing.
Well, it's not real leather, but it's that pleather. It's that fox leather they call it. I don't want to say leather, but they call it fox leather. And she has a new face sculpt. It's a brand new face sculpt. Her hairstyle is different. Skin tone is a little bit darker. I have heard some concerns about the fox leather maybe fraying over time. I'm going to discuss this with the factory and to see maybe if we could get a better quality or possibly change it from a fox material to maybe the original material that I used in the first figure, because that's like a spandex, but it's a cotton-like material, so it's not going to fray. So I'm going to talk to them about that, because we always go back. We listen to the customers. The customers come with concerns. We want to listen to them because we want them back. We want repeat customers. We want them to be happy with our product.
Oh yeah, I'm interested. So what are the skeleton bodies? Are they like real? They look like skeleton bodies underneath the
skeletons. They're 1/6 scale skeletons, die cast, made out of die cast metal, fully posable.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. Had to.
And so yeah, folks, do mention that there's a nice. So the price is $579.99 on the Coffin Comics Coffin Collectible shop right now. But that's 3 figures, that diorama. Where's the okay? What else did we see on there? 3-piece. It got the
weapons, accessories. Yeah,
it's got the jacket, the pants, 2. Oh, so the boots. The foot's inside the boot, so you can take them off, but the foot, there's not going to be a foot in there. So
right.
Got the belt, a pair of holsters, 2 big guns, 2 hand pistols, 2 pair of grip hands, or both of them, pair of flat hands. Oh, grip hands and flat hands. The shrouds for the skeletons, red garland, silver garland, so the two headbands, the metal knife, and then the silver cross chain all together. Wow. How long did it take you to
Well,
get this
between
together?
Monty Moore causing me to go mad and then insane, I would say probably close. But then also COVID happened, and that slowed everything down. Originally, the La Muerta 6-inch was supposed to come out right after the Hell Witch, but because of the delays, Lady Death got delayed by 6 months, I believe, and then after that we had even more delays. So originally it was supposed to be Hell Witch and then La Muerta in the 6-inch format, but I was just losing my mind with this deluxe set, and I had to get this thing done, because if I didn't, it was just bothering me, and I did it. So I know the 6-inch collectors aren't happy. It's like, oh, we wanted the La Muerta. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I had to do this for myself.
And that's what you do when you own the company. You do what you love. And it's a totally different. Seems like a total different. Collectibles that usually some folks like the 6-inch, some like the bigger ones. Some people like them both. So it's definitely for a select fan group on here. Let's see some comments here. Jason, Monty's fault.
That's right, yep. Monty. I have a bone to pick with you, Monty, when I see you.
Let's see. Perfect timing because you rock. Brian Pulido will take care of us all. Yep. It looks like I still prefer having the Muerta separately. All right, so I heard that too. Like a couple of people mentioned, like, okay, we got the whole set. Will you ever offer like you did previously, like the Muerta by itself, or is this?
No. It's never. This is it. There's always more. As many different designs that Brian has of all his characters and the different outfits. There's always going to be another figure with a different outfit or a different accessory. But for now, this is the La Muerta set.
So if you want it, get it now. And these are going to be just limited to, once again, just like orders received. So once you get it.
So once the orders are done, that's it. It's closed. No pre-order. So once these things hit the sticks, they already have been sold out.
Oops, sorry.
Hello.
So busy here. It's Crucial Con, as everyone's calling. Let's see. So William, I can't wait to get the set. This is one of the centerpieces of my collection. I may get two. I almost fell out of my chair when it was announced. Oh yeah, for sure. So you are not alone. We are not alone. Yeah, I thought the same way. You know what? I felt the same way when I saw that artwork for when we released it for the Kickstarter. And I was like, oh my God, that would be amazing. And I think me and Julian were joking about that'd be great if we had a statue. So it was in the air that you did it.
Something must have bounced off of you guys onto that, because when I saw that piece, I was like, ugh, what is that? I was like, very rarely do I ever get influenced or impressed or just driven by a piece of artwork, and this did it. Don't ask me why. I love skeletons, and I love La Muerta, her design. So maybe it's a combination of both. Maybe it's just a feel, or maybe it's just the magic that Mr. Moore put into his piece of art.
And the background piece here with that's like a hard plastic.
Oh yeah, that's just an effect for the photographs. That doesn't come with the box set.
So these.
You talking about that red with the trees?
No, not the trees, but the like the this with the
the crosses.
The crosses, the gray.
Oh, yeah, that's all part of the base.
Yeah, and then the base is like a hard plastic.
We tried to do it almost exactly like the print, the artwork.
Like the picture. Yep. Amazing. So yeah, folks, once again, I totally forgot about that. These are going to be it's one and done. The pre-orders are made, and you're not if you don't pre-order it, you ain't going to get it. It's going to be
first come, first serve, man. That just happened to me on the thing. I didn't order something, and I regret it to the it was just recent too, and I was like, you know what? I didn't, I was thinking, and I'll tell you what it was, the Hasbro Sentinel. You had special order. You had to order it from the site. I was like, you know what? I'll pick it up on the aftermarket, because it was the first time I thought it was I didn't think it was gonna do that well. And boy, was I mistaken on that. And am I sorry I didn't get it? So yeah, now I learned my lesson on that one.
I think we all have one of those stories. You're
Oh,
like, oh, I should have. You're like, oh, I'll just wait, or I don't feel like it. But then, yeah, then the regret sets in. Let's see, if you have any questions for Winston, we got him on the line right here. He's a super busy guy, so Crucial Con, he makes the time to come out and spend some time with us. So if you got anything, let us know now. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here's someone's asking about this. The Tombstone says 1995 to 2021. Could this be an oversight? In Chapter 2 of La Muerta, Tombstone says 1992. Where did you get the date for the Tombstone?
Brian.
Oh,
Brian gave us the date. I didn't ask why. Just did it.
Jason also, yeah, about 1995. Oh, okay. So we got to find out for Brian. That's a question for him. What is the significance of 1995? Yep. So yeah, let's see. Okay, Matthew. Yeah, I definitely wanted to try the Feishin for La Muerta, as I found original was so hoping to get her. Yeah, that original. Yeah, I remember when that sold out real quick too. So, did you do a pre-order on the original La Muerta, or?
Oh, yeah, we do pre-orders on everything pretty much, unless it's an exclusive. That was a pre-order. We put it out, and a lot of people didn't know who she was. They didn't know. She was a fairly new character.
Yeah. I think that was even before my time with Coffin. When I came in, I showed up. There were some available that they were selling, but it must have been after that pre-order because those things sold out real quick.
Yeah, no, we those once the pre-order time is over, we collect the numbers and we tell the factory, okay, these are the numbers. We may order a couple more, but on these expensive figures, we're not going to order that many more.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, great. Looks like that's okay. Well, all right. Very good. Any last things you want to say before we wrap this up? Really appreciate you taking your time once again.
No, just thank you guys for having me and giving me the opportunity to show my skills and my capability as a producer to get some of the top-notch figures made of Brian's characters, and more to come.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for all your creativity, your love of it, your making sure everything happens and getting to us in a timely manner.
Dave is also a very important part of this. I mean, a lot of people can do 6-inch figures, but none of them can do 6-inch figures like Dave.
Oh yeah.
So, I got the right guy. I teamed up with the right guy. He has a passion for it, and I do believe this is going to do gangbusters across the board. So there's so much more to come in the 6-inch world.
Yeah, and as Brian's expanding the Coffin verse, I just get excited just to think of all the different characters that could be coming our way. So it's oh man, it's so amazing.
Yeah, and some of those characters are so cool looking. I'm like, geez, I can have that on my shelf. That would be so cool.
Yeah, Ace is here saying he's got he's happy with his Lady Death action figure. That's awesome. Thank you, Ace. Great to hear about it. Yeah, thanks, Winston, for the updates, says Matthew.
And thank you for all being patient and understanding. I know it's tough out there. Like I said, as a collector, I want my figures now. And, and it's just a lot of stuff going on, and the patience is well worth it. So,
yeah, it's worth the wait. Yeah, Carmen says, we love them. Keep them coming for sure.
Well, I'll keep them coming as long as you keep buying them. So you keep buying, I keep making them.
For sure. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Man, amazing. Well, thank you so much, sir. We will check with you in the future for more updates, and as we get closer to the shipping of Hellwitch, and as we also want to get updates on the what do we call her again? The La Muerta Dark Reaper 1/6L Super Deluxe Killer figure set. Yeah, I can't wait for that to. It's like an amazing name too. Just like sums it all up. Very, very big. But yeah, it's going to take up a nice space on your.
That's a tabletop piece. You put that. I don't. It may fit on a bookshelf. I don't think so. But you got to get. That's a display piece that you put in a glass cabinet, sit by itself.
Oh yeah.
That's the piece about it. So the statue would have worked well, but I like to go in there and pose the figures every now and then. I get tired of looking at the same pose over and over again. So
that is true.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll change the pose. I'll change La Muerta to a different pose, and the skeletons to a different pose, and put the case back on the top of it, and wow, a whole different feel to the set.
Yeah, it's like an infinite statue there that it's always continually changing. You can always keep it. Yeah, and then you can set up the lights on there, get some cool different colored lights, and just try to recreate those images that you guys created. So awesome! Thanks again, sir. Well, thank you, everyone. We got more coming up here in CrucialCon 2021. We've got even more panels, more exciting stuff. So today, Brian at 3:00 is going to be announcing the 2022 publishing schedule. So you do not want to miss that. So thanks again, Winston. We appreciate it. This is Jimmy Coffin for Coffin Comics saying, see ya.
Take care, everybody. Have a good